have you seen the Manti Teo?
Yo, I seen a trailer real quick, but I remember when that was happening.
Right.
I watched this last night. This was pretty fascinating stuff.
So it's a Netflix out now, really detailing about, as you can see, that's the title, Untold, the girlfriend who didn't exist. Even if you're not a sports person, this story broke major news cycles.
Yeah.
It was on CNN.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the time, and I learned this on the show, it made me remember, Michael Phelps was going through his huge thing, and he was everywhere. And then this Teo thing happened, and he usurped fucking Michael Phelps.
Everything.
Like he was the topic of conversation.
There's so many levels to this that are super fascinating. I thought one of the great ones was the Deadspin guys who broke the story.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Their take on this was that they wanted to show up the major media outlets for not doing due diligence background checks and just running this story without checking it. And they had no animus towards Manti or any of that.
Wow.
They were kind of taken aback when the story broke and it fell so heavily on him individually. They thought the backlash would be, why the hell is ESPN and ABC College Football talking about this every week, and nobody figured out that this girl doesn't exist?
Wow.
And then but it focused on Teo. He's like, was he part of this? Is he covering up a gay lifestyle? What's his deal? And it was just crazy that they kind of pushed the thing to a point, but their agenda was totally different than what happened. And then Teo, bro. You can't call anybody a girlfriend if you ain't seen him and if you ain't fucked him. These are rules.
I can't feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
And he gets so emotional on the show. He's trying to get the sympathy. You can't get it from me.
Here's the thing.
I feel a little tiny bit, but I can't get it.
I don't feel sympathy for what I see as his stupidity in this.
Yeah.
But what I thought was I thought the impact it had on his NFL career, I thought he was really candid and it made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
He's that your whole high school, young athlete, college, you're the man. You don't doubt yourself. You play off instinct, even specific to his position. And then you get in a situation where you're duped. And it was what it was, but you can almost think the psychology of it could have been the same if he was duped in some other way. Yeah. But it strips that away. It strips away your self-confidence and your trust in yourself, and it made him a different football player. And I thought that was really fascinating. And I also thought, he ended up talking to a psychiatrist or a counselor, and he was trying to do all these different things to get it back. And for whatever mistakes he made, I came away kind of respecting him for those efforts after that point, and it kind of being yeah, I could see that. I could see where you're the man. Something cuts you so deep and so embarrassing that it can literally rock your whole existence and your psychology. Now, and I thought that was fascinating.
I will say this: I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
but you sure they're getting blasted by Alabama in the national championship ain't rock his confidence as a football player too?
But I think this played a part in
it. Because this was before the national championship game.
It was
I'm trying to remember the timeline.
He got word that basically that the allegedly the girl was still alive. It came to him a couple days before the Heisman presentation.
Okay.
And then he and his thing was I didn't know what to say or how to explain this, so I just rolled with the story when they were asking me the questions on the platform, and he just kind of carried that. And he's getting more information, from the fraud in one ear, from the Heisman through the national championship game. And, he just doesn't know what to do with it. He's just trying to roll and focus on football. It's not working. And then the Deadspin story broke a week after the title game. Oh, and then it just went to he was training in Florida for the draft, and his agent literally calls him and he's on the field, and the agent's go to your apartment, lock the door, don't come out until I get there. And by the time the agent got there, the TV trucks are everywhere outside the apartment, and it just
because I remember that was just a huge thing.
Yeah.
Because he was a huge star in college football.
He was a huge.
But he was one of those guys. He played great to his credit, but that story, the losing the grandma and the girlfriend, that was part of every fucking broadcast.
It really was, because people were interested because it was such a sympathetic story.
Yeah.
But you already said it. You go 3 years. You're dating this girl, supposed to be your girlfriend.
Come on, man.
You haven't seen her.
Ain't got no coochie.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
But the person who's doing it, right?
Yeah, we got to address that too.
Yeah, that's the scum of the earth, man. And he, whatever the terms are, is trying to gain sympathy as well. Like, oh, you guys you don't know how much this affected me, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, you did all of this, and it's like, damn, I have 2 points I'm trying to make at the same time. But you did all of this. You're fucking terrible. You're fucking horrible. Now, the weight. This is just something irrelevant points I'm going to make. The weight from these people is so fucking odd. Did you see this?
The weight. What do you mean?
So, he's a high school quarterback. The guy who turned into a woman, transitioned.
Yeah. And he has like 4 relatives that are NFL players.
Yes. He was extremely in shape. He's a slender quarterback.
Oh, his physical.
Now he's 300
Big,
pounds.
Fat, yeah.
Teo's dad.
The opposite.
He's
That's
the
true.
opposite.
Really?
He was like during the broadcast. Now he's like he's not in shape, but you could tell he's like a regular.
He's a bigger guy,
Yeah.
period. But like he looks
good.
like he's keeping himself fit as he can and
But
whatever.
they showed the older.
Yeah, when he was like literally probably 10 years younger, he was like 100 pounds heavier.
He was humongous.
He was gigantic. Like it
wow.
was crazy.
I was like, oh, and what's their nationality? It's not Samoan. Is
They're
it?
Hawaiian. I
Hawaiian.
guess. Is that
Maybe it's
Polynesian?
that
Is that what you call it?
Polynesian. That's what it said.
Okay.
I guess that's the way their culture. But
Yeah.
that was I saw that and I was like, damn, that's crazy. His
That
weights
is
are
funny.
just fucking.
That is
You know who
true.
else got catfish?
Who?
Birdman.
Birdman, like the rapper?
No, the basketball player with all the
Oh,
tattoos.
for real?
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, I remember. I didn't watch the whole thing because my mom had it on. I was like
didn't
in
know
and
that.
out. Yeah, he got catfish. It was like 2 people running something. It was like
Really?
some little girl from like Iowa.
It's okay
Fucked him up.
it's okay to get catfish, like if you're in the moment and it's like you're talking for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or even a month or so, especially if you're a busy NBA person, maybe. But 3 years,
That's a long time.
a
man.
year is like too.
Man,
fucking
look,
long.
right?
But my thing is this: is like you could simply talk to people like indefinitely and
Yeah.
never meet them. It's whatever. That's your thing. But when you publicly declare somebody your girlfriend,
Publicly.
Become
and you
emotionally
have
invested.
never seen them,
Yeah.
never kissed them, never fucked them, like that's just beyond.
And even then, it was
ridiculous
so much technology to be able to see somebody.
to me. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
even if he was using Skype or what was it? What was it used to be? Uvu.
Yeah, did MySpace have a video?
I know,
type
MySpace
thing?
didn't yet.
Okay.
And the reality is, like, I mean, in a critical way, like by him putting this story out, which he did, he brought the fall on himself.
Yeah, because he didn't ever have to mention.
Nobody, you were under no obligation to
Yeah.
declare a girlfriend as,
Yeah.
as a high-profile college football player,
Yeah.
whether she's alive or dead. You
Yeah.
don't need to claim.
You could
any
CD
of that.
Lammer.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah. And, you know,
Hey, don't do
and
that.
so, like, why he chose to do that, particularly under the circumstances of literally having never seen her,
That's crazy.
is beyond
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's wild. I think about like with my lady, my fiance now, like we met talking on Facebook and shit. And
Yeah.
like one of the first things I asked her, Glide was out. I had an Android, so I couldn't FaceTime. I was like, "You got Glide?" And she was like, "Yeah, cool. Let's glide real quick." I got to see you. Like it's too many stories of shit like that. Ain't nobody about to catfish me.
Oddly enough,
It's too much shit out here to see somebody.
interesting enough, I'm not that person.
I remember we had a discussion about
Yeah,
it. You were
yeah.
like, what's the appropriate time to actually meet? And I was like, as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays I feel like because bro,
But I'm not
These
that person.
motherfuckers can fake you out.
My
For a
thing,
video
my
chat.
thing wasn't even like for the potentially being catfish. It's like if you're gonna invest a couple days or a week or two in like texting with somebody or whatever, it's like you might as well meet them and just figure out, okay,
Yeah.
do I actually like in person? Do you?
because that is a different vibe.
Yeah,
Like
that's what I'm
sit like,
saying.
you be texting all day and then y'all sit down and be like,
Hey.
Yeah.
about those Saints.
Yeah, I don't think there should be a delay. I think you need to just figure that out as quick as you can.
Yeah, but that goes back to the fucking, then where we're going for a date and this and that, and I don't know. I prefer to talk to someone for a little while before, but I'm not the big video chat guy. I'm okay with.
I don't think video chat does it. I'm just person.
Yeah.
Like you feel differently about people when you're right next to them.
This is true.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't always mean it's better or worse, but you don't know anything. I mean, there's people that I've met, not even like, women per se, just people I've met, and most of the interactions is social media, and then you meet them in person, and it's like a little awkward. Like, okay, yeah, oh, you're that person. Like it's just weird.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like meeting people in person is like critical, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just can't. The whole mentality. Like, to me, they didn't explain that in the show.
No, they
They're
didn't.
like, dude, yeah, and that's like the central question when you look at his contribution to this.
Yeah.
Like the big question is, how are you calling this person a girlfriend if you've never seen them, never been intimate with them? Like, what
Especially like, bro, you know how much pussy was probably thrown at him on campus?
Yeah.
I don't think this happens if he would have chose USC.
He kind of said.
The choosing,
kinda said.
and that
Yeah, going to Notre Dame is cold ass
choosing
Indiana.
Notre Dame over USC. That was weird too.
But
That showed me more something about his character. as
well,
well.
know what was central to that though?
The
Fucking religion.
Religion, yeah.
Man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why atheism is best. Because he was susceptible. He did the weird, I'm going to pray about this, and God, if you see something
Yeah.
else for me, send me a message. So he's walking down the high school, and some guy in that, like, AD or whatever at the high school goes, hey, you could just be another Polynesian player at USC, or you could be an original at Notre Dame. And he's like,
That's
go
the
to Notre
sign.
Dame.
What?
That's the sign I was looking for.
Not knowing Chip Kelly played the guy.
But yeah.
He's like, hey, go walk. Hey, around this time you get out of
Yeah,
class.
for real.
Yeah, go talk to him real quick.
But it's so crazy because, like, and then, it goes deeper because he goes there and he admits, like, there was a lot of social isolation there.
Yeah.
It's extremely cold.
in white-ass
And
Indiana.
one of his original things was the dude, chick, whatever, was also a Polynesian person, and it created this outlet and filled his time. I mean, he was exceptionally vulnerable there. Where at USC, you probably would have had, like,
a more Polynesian
like a
base.
clique of teammates.
Or just, even if it's just
Or
Polynesian, just a group of different ethnic people.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
how many brown-skinned people are you finding in Notre
it's mostly
Dame,
white
Indiana?
folks at Notre Dame.
Well, and I mean, yeah, brown skin, but I mean, the team is 70-80% black.
That too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
no, but
I got
but
you.
USC though, I mean, like they've always
It's
had
a variety. It's
But
USC.
they've
It's
always
LA,
had those
yeah.
Polynesian Samoan type
Yeah,
guys.
Troy
and that's why he
Polamalu.
made that comment.
Yeah, Junior Seau.
That's why he made
Seau,
that comment.
yeah.
You're just going to be another one.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not going to lie, if I'm on the fence, that is a selling point. You know what
But
I'm saying?
he wasn't on the fence. It
was weird.
It was weird. He wanted. He was at this fucking signing day, like, oh, I really don't want to go to Notre
Yeah, he was
Dame.
even saying
Really?
that. Oh, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
He was sad.
I
as
gotta
shit.
watch this shit,
He was
man.
sad as shit.
It was
He
crazy.
did not want to go to Notre Dame, but God wants me to go.
Yeah.
I have to do what He wants me to do.
You happy with God now, motherfucker? Did God get you right?
I got your catfish.